December 1740. Prussian troops under the command of King Frederick II march into Austrian Silesia, seizing key border towns. And with this one small move, Europe is thrown into chaos. Through sly diplomatic treaties, the Austrian ruler, Maria Theresa, cedes Silesia to the Saxons in exchange for promises to fight the Prussian invaders. Meanwhile, France declares war on the Dutch and British who have thrown in their lot with Maria Theresa, and marches towards the Austrian Netherlands. January 1741. News of British convoys ferrying a newly formed British expeditionary force to the mainland reaches the French admirals. They launch an all-out attack on the Royal Navy. Though the French fleet is decimated, they manage to destroy the British convoys, sending the vast majority of the British expeditionary force beneath the waves. For now at least, the Dutch and the Austrians are on their own. On the Silesian front, King Frederick realizes that his supply lines through Saxony are now cut, and quickly marches west towards Dresden, hoping to reach the Saxon capital before Kevin Hüller's Austrians can reinforce them. The Prussians advance towards the Saxon entrenchments on the Pirna heights, hoping for a quick victory. Alright, hello and welcome back. This is the Siberian, and here we are at the Pirna heights as the Prussians advance towards Dresden. This is the first campaign battle of, campaign land battle of the War of Austrian Succession. Is that what it? Basically, a Silesian War, a War of Austrian Succession, going on as our campaign in the Discord right now. Frederick the Great, or the Second, is advancing up towards Dresden, as we just saw, and this is the battle playing out. Now, as you can see, I've let some time elapse as the Saxons, commanded by myself, are getting into position on the heights. We got quite a good force here, Saxons, and then Austrians here are on the road currently, so they're not able to move for I think like 40 minutes. So it's quite a while before the Austrians come. And then I had a little garrison army of these two infantry and a cavalry, which is, I don't know where he sent, all the way up here. Very nice. The Horse-Jäger there, spotting some Prussian militia there as well. And that artillery open fire. So really, this is a timed battle, 60 minutes, and Austria can't move for a good chunk of that. So as Saxony, I'm defensive. I'm just gonna hold on to the land I have and play pretty defensively. I think that was a point, and then that was a point, and that was a point. So, in fact, there may have been one more, but at this initial point, these guys bugged out into this house, so I'm just gonna send them in for a charge, kind of scout out the major Prussian force here. We got some stuttering from my laptop not being great, but so this is update, so this is still 5.0, and I reverted my version back to that. We're now on 6.0, which got the US and reworked a bunch of units and stuff, and it's better in my opinion, but this was fought on that older version, so it's gonna be played on that as well. Alright, Saxon 3-pounders on the hills, holding fire. Oh, now they're Are they? Oh, they're moving forward a little bit further, maybe. Engineers here. Anyways, I'm gonna speed it up until we get some action. Well, let's see what these life hussars do. You know, it's been long enough that I remember the gist of how this battle goes, but not the specifics. So that'll be interesting. This is commanded again by Snake, who changed his name in the Discord, so he's now Frederick II. So that's Prussia. He commands the whole Prussian nation. I am Saxony, and McTroll is Austria, and I think it was Rose now is playing as my reserve Saxon troops, but I could have been wrong on that. Ooh, looks like we got some landwehr getting peppered by the horse Jaegers to no effect. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut and fast forward until we get a more significant engagement. So, see you in a minute. Alright, so as we can see, the battle is kicking off. Now we got lines forming up, Prussia here, Saxony there. And we are commencing with a skirmisher and artillery duel. So, got some Saxon 3-pounders on this hill. Nice, hitting a little short there. And then some more, it's like 6-pounders this way. Engaging the Prussian 3-pounder, 6-pounder, and 3-pounder. And I was targeting cavalry. That's probably the biggest danger to my troops, as this is early period too, so the early period cavalry is very dangerous. We've now been about 18 minutes of battle. My reserves are moving up, and Austria is still stationary back there. Let's see. And we're just gonna do the skirmishing. It looks like, though, my shots that go long from these sharpshooters are hitting this garrison line, which is very useful. It misses these guys, goes over their heads, but it hits still on something. Wow, it's actually causing a lot of casualties. Looks like he's trying to account for that by moving these guys forward so more shots land short. Got some Prussian Musketeer von Itz. Oh, back. Musketeers von Itzenplitz. Yes, as you can tell, I'm very good at speaking German stuff. We got heavy Royal Cuirassier over here. Some life hussars. The little skull on their hats. Death head hussars, very nice. And a general. That's a dangerous combination. Lots of morale. Heavy cav, light cav combo. And this is starting as battles of this day and age seem to usually start with a prolonged artillery duel. That's kind of cool. It's very historical. These guys gonna fire back. They glitched out. That's awkward. 3 shots. And it's still overranging and hitting these guys. That's a big bummer for Prussia. Which I think I fixed in the new update. I don't think it's quite as bad as this. So that's good. Got another sharpshooter there, but well, it looks like it might be time for another cut. If anything interesting happens on this flank, I'll make sure and restart it, but so far it looks pretty much like an artillery duel, which isn't that fun to watch, even if it's historically accurate. So we'll be back. All right, we are right at the 30-minute mark, and we've seen lots of shifting around of Prussia, but not a whole lot of major action. They did push up this cav and then rush in a elite infantry unit into that building there. Saxony, these are my Saxons, and these are my, I think, Rosenau's Saxons from the garrison. They were moving to confront, and then they occupied the house and withdrew, so we're not going to push the issue. And once again, we're playing pretty defensive, because soon all those troops are going to begin the move. Looks like these guys, once again, are not firing. Interesting. Artillery's stationary. Still have the artillery duel going on. This cav's moving again. There's lots of indecision. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Alright. Saxony is on the move. So my thought was, as it was almost time for Austria to begin moving, advance, try and fix the... Oh man, these guys are getting chewed up. Yeah. Sorry. Advance and fix the Prussians in place. Even if I take some more losses, that'll give my... In order for Prussia to withdraw, they have to disengage from combat and announce that they're withdrawing. Which... Are they just shifting, or are they withdrawing completely? That's the question. I didn't know. So... I was very invested in trying to engage and keep and kind of fix in place the Prussian infantry, which General's bodyguard might have been attempting a charge, but I rushed my infantry into place. If he went for it, it would be bloody. Also got some heavy cav on the right flank, patiently waiting. Still no movement, I don't think. Yeah, so no movement yet. Soon though, soon they will be moving and joining the attack. Meanwhile, I keep pushing forward. Now, Prussia did outnumber Saxony by itself, but with Austria there as well, Prussia is definitely outnumbered. Now, Prussia has some really good troops, although they brought garrison line infantry, which might not be the best, but these guys are elites. Yeah, so they're very good troops. Can form square, which is rare in early period. 6 minutes left. Has no movement still. Still engaging what I can. I think I was gonna shift these guys over and try and engage the artillery crews. If I could silence those, that'd be a big help. Solidifying the lines. I wonder if this artillery is glitched out. Taking a lot of friendly fire. Yeah, I wonder if some of this didn't happen this way. Ah, whatever. It's close enough, right? These 3-pounders have been doing well. Got my militia. Just chilling, watching the battlefield. It's a good view. Look at that. Oh, that was loud. Did anybody even die? They're just freaked out by that? That's funny. Oh well. Alright. Moving up. Yeah, I'm guessing this unit actually broke in battle, which is, I don't know why it didn't in the replay, but everything else seems to be about the same. So I don't know why that one wouldn't break, but it is what it is. So again, just kind of inching, not trying to do anything too drastic, but definitely just trying to keep them Prussia in the fight, but without fully committing, because, oh, what do we have here? Austria on the move. They have a lot of cav. And so, the time to strike has come. And I'm pulling back these infantry. I was going to swing them around this way, I think. I did move forward some cav to scout and realized he did have troops there. Just trying to use these buildings as cover. Advanced into range. Now the line battle begins in earnest. Seems pretty even, not too bad. My Saxons are putting up a fight. I just have to reserve so many because they got such good cav on the flanks, which is a bummer, but yeah, his musketeers started advancing, so I had to withdraw those guys. Excuse me. And where are Austrians still moving through the forest? Oh. Cannon shot went long. Now remember, there is a Prussian unit in this house. So far I've just been ignoring it. We can't even see it right now, but laying down fire. So even though we haven't taken out many guns, only one, we've taken out a lot of the baggage trains, which means if they try and move, they'd have one gun. One gun remaining, which is a good bonus for us. And it's hit these lifeguards, it looks like. So that's, once again, more elite infantry taken out, which is always good. Lots of shifting Prussians. Once again, I'm trying not to over-engage, but it has thinned these lines, that's for sure. But there's some thick 310 units. That's a lot of infantry over there. But the Austrians are on the move. Look at those guys. Those are some cool armor. Beautiful. We got Austrian dragoons looking very fresh. Hussars. Lancers. Anything else? We saw dragoons. Yes. Very nice. A good mix of medium, heavy, and light cav. Well, I don't know about light, actually. Medium, heavy, and lancer. Hussars, those are light. Yeah. I knew I wasn't crazy. We got Austrian infantry moving up. So far, Prussia has not tried to withdraw at all, so I was kind of surprised, honestly. I thought Prussia, once Austria, because it's announced when Austria can move, thought they might withdraw at that point and just You know, it's like a little skirmish, but they are sticking it out. Sharpshooters, I think these guys ran out of ammo. And kind of a stalemate. Artillery duel, maybe. The Austrian cavalry is massing there in the distance. That's a lot of cav. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my Saxon Horsejägers, or Rose's Saxon Horsejägers, and my Royal Cuirassier. Ooh. These lifeguard may get shot if that cannon fires. Trying to get my sharpshooters where they could shoot this guy without getting shot by the infantry. Alright. Shifting over to let the cavalry through. And here we go. Oh, Prussia's withdrawing. Alright, let's kick it into a little bit of gear, see if we can... what do we got in here? That hidden infantry is in there. Oof. Here, we'll play it. Lifeguard. That's a tough unit. I was trying to convince him to, McTroll to just bypass it, but he wanted to try shooting it with all these cav, which isn't a bad idea, but it's just you're gonna lose so much valuable cavalry. Prussian cav moving up. And they snipe down those cannons. Looks like he's not committing the Prussian cav. Oh, these guys taking so many losses. Those Prussian lifeguard have yet to take one. Is there I mean, look at this cover. Peek out a window and you snipe. Pretty cool shot, actually. Nice. Let's see another one. Give me a good shot. Can't see anything. Oh well. Alright. Further on in the battle, let's see, I'm still advancing as Saxony, now kind of solidifying. Austria's Lancer Guard breaking. Now he's bypassing, it's not worth it. They haven't taken a loss still. Prussia reforming, they just have 16 minutes left. So far, it's been pretty much a stalemate up until this point. Ready, cav. These garrison line, they can't form square, so that's a good cavalry target, which is kind of what we decided. We're gonna set it all up and then do a big push. Austrian infantry still making its way. Give it a little fast forward. That one's that. Artillery's down to 22. 15 minutes left. Kind of massing the cavalry. Taking some losses from that building, but now we're bypassing it. Let's see. Got that artillery to break. Very nice. That's what these sharpshooters were going for. Now, let's see. Austrian infantry moving up. Russia's got its cav ready as a support. Gotta be ready with the play button as soon as we see some movement. Sideways. Alright, let's play it from here. We've got 13 minutes left. I'm moving up to engage their line infantry. Still leaving this flank open to cav. Like we routed, shattered their artillery on that flank. I'm also sneaking up some 3 infantry and a heavy cav on that flank. So Prussia is now feeling the pressure. Moving away that Life Hussar and Field Marshal. There we go, get those good volleys off. Might be out of range. Yeah, they must be out of range. Alright. Russian troops moving forward. I mean Austrian. Prussia there is defending. Saxons engaged across the line. I think these guys are out of ammo, so first I was just going to charge them in. Then I realized at some point that's a waste of units, because all the losses here will roll over to losses in the campaign, which drains your manpower and is not good for your nation. So it's you don't want to just throw away units. That's why you might see more cautious plays here than usual. All these losses have impact on the fate of your nation, which is kind of a cool added element to the battles. Alright. Advancing. We're going to take some losses to these initial volleys, but hopefully we'll be able to return fire and get some good exchanges going. Like, come on, cab battle's gotta start soon. We're just waiting for it. Line battle, puffs of smoke going. Oh, dragoons moving. Okay. They're gonna start. That one fired, so there's only one unit that's prepared to fire now at the cavalry. This could be a good time. Come on. 10 minutes left. We've driven off their guns on this flank. We've massed infantry and cavalry on this flank. It's the time. Alright, come on. I think he's gonna be trying to direct fire at the dragoons. Maybe? Alright. No? Just reforming? The anticipation is killing me. Uh-oh. That's not good. Don't waste troops like that. I'm just telling myself that because that's me. 9 minutes. 9 minutes left. That's not much time, but that's still enough to cause significant harm. Alright, dragoons fire. Get a few kills, that's good. That one's probably out of range then. Come on. Look at all this mass on that flank. Infantry here, moving up. I really don't want to miss this cav charge. Oh, there we go. Come on. Give him a good charge. Here, we'll get lower. We'll watch it from Prussia's angle. Give us a good one. shot anyways. Oh, yeah. Here it comes. Oh, devastating charge. So that's going to break the line infantry very quickly, right? Because they got sandwiched between two charging cav units. However, this heavy cav is going to be a problem. But now my heavy cav and Austria's heavy cav is moving in. Got a nice square there, but we're just going to avoid it and shoot at it. Prussia is in withdrawal mode. Pretty much 8 minutes left. But they are definitely engaged here. Infantry moving forward to fire volleys into it. Oh. And that heavy cav is now by itself, and it's gonna do a lot of damage to these dragoons, but it got charged in the flank by Saxon and Austrian cuirassier as well. It's gonna struggle. Hussars broke through. These guys, these lifeguards, taking some hits. Meanwhile, on this flank, we got Saxon infantry taking fire, but marching forward. And heavy cav doing the same. Prussian lifeguard countercharge. I like it. Into the Hungarians. They're getting shot at. And got some grenadiers moving up. Cav countercharge, maybe? No, they withdraw. Oh, this is brutal. This is a huge loss for Prussia there, that flank. And now I swing to the right of the city while Austria sends its troops right through, as we'll see. This unit must have broken in the actual battle, because I can't imagine I would march that calmly right up to them. But whatever the case, they're broken now. Oh, and just absolute annihilation of these units over here. Prussia's hussars racing through the town, making contact, but look at the Austrians are pushing forward. And Saxons. And Saxons. Don't forget the Saxons defending their homeland. And Prussia requests a ceasefire here, but we are not going to have it. We have the advantage as the Austro-Saxon alliance. There we go. And the life hussars, they break. They didn't get a great charge off because of the town. And so this is full defensive mode, right? Big L, big square. Still got fresh heavy cav, Austrian fresh units, my elite units, more heavy cav. This is not looking good for Prussia. They just have to hold on for 4.5 more minutes. But even that's looking like a difficult task. I swing my troops open like a door. Rush the heavy cav forward. Let's see it. Now heavy cav is a bit slow, but when they make contact, they do this. Absolute annihilation. Look at that. Absolutely annihilates units. And so now the pressure is fully on. Only lost 6 of those guys, and Prussia is in full panicked retreat. The Hussars threatening. We got more infantry moving in through the town. And with 3.5 minutes remaining, things are not looking good. Saxon cuirassier and infantry thrown in as Austrians move forward as well. And this is Frederick II's first defeat. I will say it wasn't easy, but we definitely have crushed now, just through numbers, this invading Prussian force. Now, it's not totally done yet. There's a pocket of resistance here for sure, but it is getting hit by cavalry and now by infantry charging in, and it will not be able to hold on too much longer. And it needs to hold on for 3 full minutes, just about. Absolutely devastating. Field Marshal Frederick flees the field of battle. Oh, these guys are just melting away. How brutal. Absolutely brutal. And just like that, Prussia's invasion into Saxony ends abruptly, thanks in large part to Austrian assistance. Trying to eliminate as many of the remaining troops as possible. Oh. But I think that is... Oh. Prussia had one more unit here, which is now still alive, which gives us the last few minutes of running down these units, but I think this is the end of the battle. Which it froze, so I'm not sure exactly if it'll show the end screen or not. But anyways, there we have it. A crushing defeat for Prussia. It was a great battle, though. It was a very interesting scenario, and Prussia is not done in the war. They've suffered a setback, but they still have a powerful position to strike at Saxony again once they rebuild. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this campaign. There's more campaign battles happening. In fact, one's happening today, taking place in the Austrian Netherlands, so that should be a good one. But until next time, hope you guys have a great one. Bye.